In today's video, I'm going to talk about the decision you didn't know you never made and why you gotta stop half-assing your life. Hi there, I'm Anne-Katrin and I'm occasionally awake. I'm here to help you inspire your awakenings, heal yourself and reawaken your life. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Here's why you're probably struggling to actualize being your best self and to integrate all the things you already know you gotta do in order to achieve your goals and dreams. You might be stuck in an old version of you without even knowing that this is your problem, because it hides as a blind spot. So here's the thing. You might have never made the actual decision. Now, you might think you did, but you probably half-assed it. Your decision to start going after a goal or dream is not made by sticking a toe in the water. It's made by taking the plunge. However, as long as you're standing by the water with one toe dipped in, you could tell yourself that you are already fully committed, that you already started. Fair enough. It might just so happen that the vision island you're trying to reach is not coming any closer, because you're not swimming. This happens particularly with what I call open sea decisions. They're characterized by little to no accountability, few or no other people involved, and by your life not necessarily depending on the desired outcome of the goal. You might be wondering now, what kind of goals does this apply to? Well, it applies to passion projects, to heart desires, to gut visions and purpose projects. This not exclusively, but typically applies to goals that are directed at the opposite of cultural conventions. These goals usually don't come with an inclusive structural frame. They don't come with a school, university, with parents, friends, or a boss holding you accountable. There's no contract you signed, and there's probably nobody waiting for you to do this. This goal of yours that's not moving ahead, that you probably did not make the full-on committed decision to go after yet, might come without external short-term gratification and long-term punishment. If nobody is inspired by this project or goal but you, then it's your responsibility to create that structural frame yourself. You gotta make a decision to start and keep going. That is so real and meaningful to you, as if you enrolled at university, as if you signed a contract. You gotta make that decision. You gotta choose you. Because after all, your life might in fact depend on it. If this feels really important to you, your heart and your soul sure do depend on it. And a life expression that keeps excluding your heart energy and your soul energy, that keeps you out of alignment and out of integrity, might not be worth living. Here are some examples for areas that require open sea decisions. Getting in shape, eating healthier, improving your relationships, writing that book or creating that art, starting that business. And here are some of the reasons why you haven't made the decision to go after this yet. You might lack intrinsic motivation. You might be scared of leaving your comfort zone. You might lack clarity about where you actually want to go with this. You might be scared of making mistakes and failing. You might lack the outward structure consisting of people or institutions telling you what to do and relying on your commitment. I'm so glad you're here right now. So if you enjoy this, please make sure to like and subscribe to become occasionally awake with me. So now let's look at how to fix your half-assed decision to start your passion project or your purpose goal and to finally commit. I came up with the following ABC model to help you finally commit to your decision. A is for accountability, B is for beliefs, and C is for contract. So let's dive right in and start with A, accountability. If there is no external accountability ingrained in your project or goal, it is your responsibility to create accountability for yourself. You might want to call a friend and let them in on your plan. You might want to involve your family. You might even choose to announce it on social. You might want to get a coach. You might want to join an accountability group or even create one yourself, maybe with friends or family. Let's continue with B for beliefs. Revise your beliefs in order to shift your mindset. So here's the basic principle. Our outside world reflects to us what we believe to be true about that world. Your reality reflects your beliefs. Basic principle, you've probably heard this already. Change your beliefs, change your reality. If you want a more extensive introduction to beliefs, you can check out this video somewhere up there. So here's how to identify and adapt your beliefs so you can finally commit to your decision. Ask yourself shadow questions. Shadow questions are questions that directly address a wound, often a deep subconscious wound that we are unaware of at a conscious level. Here are some examples for shadow questions for you to play with regarding your goal or your project. How is it safer to not commit to this? Why am I not good enough to do this? What am I staying stuck for? Why do I believe I'm never going to get it done anyway? Why is it not even worth trying? I want to encourage you to really sit with these questions for a while and come up with your own shadow questions. You might want to turn these questions into an intuitive writing exercise or let your mind wander while taking a walk. Once you've explored the subtle, underlying, possibly subconscious stories and beliefs that you hold that might be preventing you from going after that goal or project, the last step now is to turn them into their desired opposite. The positive thought you'd like to establish as a belief instead. Obviously, you can't simply overwrite those old beliefs that you've possibly uncovered. I certainly won't tell you to find a positive sentence as an equivalent to an old belief and just write it down 100 times each day until you start to believe it. Instead, as a starting point that doesn't feel like unrealistic self-betrayal, I suggest you take the positive counter thought and write it down as a question, and then work with the energy and the potential of the question. You could turn your preferred thought into a simple what-if question. For example, if you answered the shadow question, why is it not worth trying, with I've never followed through with projects anyway, a positive question could be, what if I could trust myself to follow through this time? A second example, if you've answered the question, why am I not good enough to write that book, with my spelling and grammar sucks and I'd be embarrassed to share my writing with anyone. A positive question could be, what if I allowed myself to make mistakes? What if I found the kindest non-judgmental agent and editor? What if I knew my only job was to focus on story and plot and characters? Remember that these questions are not primarily for answering or solving. Give them space to unfold their magic on a subconscious level. And the last point in the ABC model is C for contract. Write your own contract. Negotiate the conditions of that contract. Maybe include any accountability partners you chose. Make sure to also include some sort of time frame and define the conditions for possible milestone rewards or for procrastination punishments. Once you set up your contract, sign it and keep it visible. And you can turn the signing of your contract into a full ritual. You could light a candle and sign it on a new moon. Or take yourself on a coffee date and sign it there. Do whatever you gotta do to make this feel official. This was the ABC model. Remember, it's creating accountability, changing your beliefs, and contracting with yourself to help you fix the decision you probably never really made and finally commit to that project or goal of yours. And now go and make that decision. Commit to that dream. Got any occasional awakenings yet? Now I'd like to hear from you, so let me know in the comments below about your decision you didn't even know you never made and how you intend to fully commit now. After all, the comment section is a form of accountability, so make yourself visible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. This video is related to the awakenings to the ego and to the conscious self. If you want more insights on the 4 types of awakening and how to experience them in your life occasionally, visit me at occasionallyawake.com to inspire your awakenings. Bye.